Hi, friends. Yesterday, someone asked me, Viraj, how does one decide on the right direction of life? And we had a candid conversation, and I thought this conversation could be useful for a lot of us, so I thought of sharing it. Well, first of all, there is no right direction in life which is universally true for everyone. What may be the right direction for me may not be the right direction for someone else. So it's a misnomer. It's a society's, or I would say it's a social paradigm that there would be a universal right direction that may exist for everyone. So there is nothing like that. We are often confused in two aspects of our life. One is on the relationship front, second is on the work front, where we get really confused which is the right direction. In relationship often we are confused between whether to go with the paradigm which has been defined by the society, by our family, by what's trending on the social media, what kind of figure, what kind of looks are trending. So often, if our choice is based on these parameters, it may not be the right choice. The calling has to be from our heart. If you marry someone, uh, or I think there is an African proverb which I should quote here, that if you marry a monkey for his money, money may vanish, but the monkey may remain. So I think the right call has to be taken from the depth of our heart. I'll come later in terms of how do we reach to the depth of our heart, but it is not a logical decision. It has to be taken from our heart. Often I've seen people struggling at work. They are doing the work which they don't enjoy, or they are just doing the job because it gives them the money that is required for their existence, or they're just there year after year because of the raise which they're getting. So I think in the work also, we need to take a call based on our heart in terms of what really we like and what do we really love doing. In fact, there is a very good Japanese book called Ikigai, which I had read some time back, and I quite relate to that model, which is that a person should do what they really love doing and what they're really good at, provided two conditions are met. This the whatever we are doing is needed in the world, and people are willing to pay for it. So I think this is a great model for us to choose the direction of our work. In fact, yoga and meditation can really help us to reach to the bottom of our heart and remove the hindrance of our mind, because our mind is very logical. So if we look at the way our mind is, there is a logical side of our mind, and there is a intuitive or a more feeling oriented side of our being, or of our mind. So I think a lot of time our decisions are based on the logic, and logic works in the paradigm of information, and information is gathered from our belief system or from the social paradigm. So yoga and meditation can help us to break these molds which have been created by the information that we have collected. In fact, our whole identity is based on the information that we have collected in our mind. So, what I know about myself today is mere collection of information about me. So, if we really want to go to the bottom of, of our heart, this is really where the action happens. This is really where we connect with the life force, and the life force is really the intelligence that is driving us. So, yoga and meditation really helps us to break the mold of our mind, because we are living our life as mind. We are not really living this life as a life force, as part of life, as part of existence. We are living based on the information that we have collected in our mind. Our whole identity, our whole decision making is based on that. So if we have to break it, we need to do some conscious work. So yoga helps us to tame our body, to tame our mind, so that this becomes an instrument that we can use. Both body and mind are great faculties for us to experience this life, but they cannot determine the way we experience life. In fact, we need to move our identity beyond body and mind to a power above this. So yoga helps us. Meditation and yoga combined, or I mean, I don't really see it as two separate things. In fact, yoga and meditation are one. Meditation really helps us to create an opening in our mind through which we can actually perceive something which is beyond our mind. So, unless we really consciously move in this direction, we would be taking decisions, we would be moving into the direction in which the world is making us move. And the world is making us move in the direction in which the media wants us to move, in the way politicians wants us to move. So, it's really important that we reach to the bottom of who we are and we do some conscious work to really see that what is our real destiny, what is our real direction that our heart desires us to take. And we cannot go wrong if we follow our heart. At Utsav, our endeavor is really to teach the authentic techniques of yoga and meditation, which helps us find that real self within us, that real essence of who we are, so that we can make the right choices, we can experience this life fully. Thanks a lot. Namaskar.